NBC 10 political commentator, my at-issue co-host Sue O'Connell's in the newsroom for us. Sue, we have got to talk about what happened in Pennsylvania last night. Donald Trump apparently threw a little bit of a dance party. Here's a clip from last night.
So put on Pavarotti singing Ave Maria. Nice and loud. Turn it up louder. We want a little action here. Turn it up louder.
Turn it to 11. Trump appeared in the Philly suburbs last night for a town hall with South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, but after a few questions, he suggested they stop, and then he just kind of danced on stage for 30 minutes or so to some 80s power ballads and more than one version of Ave Maria. What, Sue, look, we know the Harris campaign is really leaning into the whole joy factor. Is this Trump's way of doing that, or is this maybe a bridge or op reverse too far?
Well, you know, if Trump were your grandpa and you were at a family wedding and he was up doing that, you might think it was kind of cute and fun, and you probably would have led grandpa off the dance floor. Display went on for almost 40 minutes. Look, Trump's behavior on the campaign trail, we're laughing at this, but at the rallies and the town halls, it's becoming more and more concerning. Besides the weird dance party, he also said earlier in the week that the military or National Guard should be deployed against opponents that he called the enemy within on Election Day. I think that might be me, right? And look, it's only Tuesday. Who knows what else is going to happen? And meanwhile, VP Harris, she released a medical report. President Joe Biden has left the race. I think it's way past time that voters and citizens demand a medical report from Donald Trump.
All right, so let's talk about Wednesday. Both candidates stepping out of their comfort zone a bit. Harris is being interviewed by Fox News. Trump is going to take part in a town hall focused on women's issues, albeit that town hall will be moderated by Fox News. How do you imagine these events are going to go, and how can each candidate prevent disaster so close to Election Day?
Right. So both candidates are continuing to try and maximize where they go, but also pick up votes in categories where they may not be doing as well. And for Harris, it's conservatives, and for Trump, it's women. So after the past few appearances, Corey, I'm not really sure if there's anything Trump can do that his base will judge as a disaster. But he keeps surprising us. Voters said in the recent NBC poll that the issue that would motivate them to vote for a candidate or against a candidate is abortion. He's going to be in a room full of women. Remember, he's been found civilly liable for sexual abuse. But it's a friendly host, so I guess we'll see what happens. And Harris, of course, has been slowly but surely building that muscle she needs to do well in a more combative environment. And hopefully by now she can give some straight answers to the questions she's been avoiding. But she's going into this armed with a long list of Republican endorsements. It's not fair, of course, but for Harris, the bar is higher.
All right, Sue, it's important to note it's not just Harris and Trump running for president. We have some third-party candidates we got to talk about. They include Jill Stein, who appears to pop up every single election cycle. She's a member of the Green Party, probably the most visible of the independent candidates out there. Any chance any of these folks play spoiler on Election Day? Any chance any of them can do better than we'd expect?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do better than we expect, but they absolutely could be a spoiler to Kamala Harris. So the other candidates on the ballot, like you said, Jill Stein, Cornel West, Chase Oliver, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he's still on some ballots. Now, Stein and West could definitely hurt Harris. Some polling shows that combined, they're polling just over 1%. But Harris needs that 1%, especially in swing states. The Gen Z advocacy group has launched an ad campaign targeting young voters, saying a vote for Stein is a vote for Trump. And look, we keep saying it, and we're going to keep saying it. Every single vote in this race for the White House counts.
All right, Sue, we appreciate the insight as always. Thank you very much. And remember, we cover all the latest political headlines and even a little bit of dancing every Sunday morning right here on NBC 10 Boston. It starts at 10:30 with Meet the Press. And then after that, you can join me, Sue, and Matt Pritchard for the latest edition of At Issue.
Okay, we saw Sue's dance move. What's yours?
Not that.
Not a dance party? No?
No, we're going to move on.